Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another season of Bad Company Fantasy Football. I'm your Commissioner, Nick, and you know what time it is. It's time for the illustrious, always accurate power rankings. I know you've all been waiting all year for this, so let's get right into it. It is week 1 of season 9 of Bad Company. Let's get into those rankings. Number 12, Quantum Cheeseburger. Jerry's team starts the season in the basement despite coming off the best draft of his career. Not a bad lineup on paper, but this team's offense could be limited with Hill and Waddle both needing Tua to throw them the ball. Tough matchup against Hunter to start the year. Just don't get slaughtered. By the way, this ranking has nothing to do with the quote-unquote anti-Jerry agenda either. Number 11, Beans Pride Parade. Beans' team comes in at 11 to start the year as his wide receiver groups looks gross to start the season. We'll see if there's any late changes there, but this team needs to think ahead and set their best possible lineup to get them through a long season in case Bean finds himself in battle. Literally. Number 10, Team Never Lucky. The reigning, old habit, Dan barely cracks the top 10 as his lineup looks far from the preseason favorite he used to always claim. Saquon Barkley and Breece Hall leading the RB room is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him. Dan needs to get off to a good start as he has only won once in the previous 6 years of opening week matchups. Number 9, Team Lance 2.0. Cam's team is next in the rankings as he makes his Bad Company debut against Brad. He's got Cooper Kupp and Dawson Knox starting on opening night of the NFL season, so he has a real opportunity to get out to a nice lead. But if this team wants to win, they're going to need to get gritty and grind it out on Sunday. Number 8, the Team of Dogs. My team comes in at number 8 to start the season, but we've got a lot of room for growth. Jalen Hurts, dog. Aaron Jones, dog. Alvin Kamara, dog. And so on. I'm out for blood this week as well as I want to beat Dan as I'm still not over the championship matchup from 2 years ago. And fun fact, in 8 seasons, my team is 7-1 all time in week 1 matchups. So my guys know how to get off to a good start. Number 7, When Legends Rise. Hollywood Frank's team gets the lucky number 7 ranking to start the year. He had an okay draft, and I'm sure he'll be in the playoff race yet again this year. Should be interesting to see which of his 2 QBs with the combined age of 83 he decides to start. He's got to make sure he catches the ball though, as Mike Evans and Hollywood Brown need big games in order to win. Number 6, Jerry is not nice. Hunter's team gets the last spot in the top half of the rankings. Hunter's been running one of the best teams in the league over the past 3 seasons, and I expect him to continue thanks to his receivers Pittman and Adams. I don't like the running backs on this team at all though. In fact, the best running back on this team is Lamar Jackson. Don't sleep on Jerry this week. He had a good start to the season last year. Number 5, bye week. Brad's team comes in at number 5 to start the season, but let's see how long he can stay there. As of this recording, he's projected one of the lowest scoring lineups in week 1. However, I low-key like the guys on this team, but I feel like they're missing one more big name to go with Austin Eckler. Look for Brad to text the group chat "I lost" at 8:45 p.m. Thursday night after Cooper Kupp or Dawson Knox score the first touchdown of the season. Number 4, Poppy's prized possession. Brophy's team cracks the top 4 here in week 1 of the season. This team could be poised for a big year following what I thought was a strong draft. In order to get off to a good start, this team's going to have to get the run game going. Look for Mixon and Fournette to combine for over 40 points every week. Very intrigued to see Allen Robinson against the Bills Thursday night as well. Number 3, The Process. Ryan's team comes in at number 3 to start the year with the goal of ending his now 7-year championship drought. This is another team that had a superb draft and boasts one of the best wide receiver groups in the league with Debo, Jefferson, and Keenan Allen. Unfortunately, this team enters the season, hold on, let me check the roster again. Yeah, that's what I thought. Still no running backs. Look for Ryan to jump on the biggest RB available at the waiver wire next week. Number 2, Harambe, Olave, Javonte, Deontay. Oliver's team comes in at number 2 in the rankings. Our reigning champion is primed for another good year and a guaranteed playoff spot. Also worth noting, our last 2 champions have each gone on to repeat as champion the following year. With that being said, Oliver should take it easy on his brother this week. Maybe rest the starters in the second half? I don't know. Don't need any injuries while running up the score. And number 1, King of the Hill V2. Luke's team will start the season in the number 1 spot in the prestigious, always accurate power rankings. I think we're all rooting for Josh Allen to score 5 touchdowns or more Thursday night against the Rams. But let's see how Christian McCaffrey does coming off his injury. He's basically a free 30 points every time he plays, and that's why I like Luke number 1 in our rankings. Now let's move on to the commissioner picks. Here are our week 1 matchups. We've got Dan's team Never Lucky taking on the team of dogs, and I'm going to take the team of dogs. I'm very good in week 1. I expect that to continue. Then we've got my dad's team, One Legends Rise, taking on Brophy, Poppy's Prize Possession, and I'm sorry, I got to take Poppy's Prize Possession in this one. Moving on, King of the Hill V2, our number 1 team, taking on our number 3 team, that's The Process. And I'm going to take Luke's team. Josh Allen and Christian McCaffrey are just going to be too much at the beginning of the year for The Process to handle, especially because they don't have any running backs. In our next matchup, we've got Team Lance 2.0 taking on the bye week. Well, Cam, you're on the bye week this week, but no, you're going to lose the bye week because you don't have any grit. Brad's team, you're winning this week. And in our last matchup here, Jerry is not nice, taking on Quantum Cheeseburger. And you already know where I'm going with this one, folks. Can never pick Jerry here. I'm taking Hunter to win and start off with 1-0. And in the game of the week, we've got one of Bad Company's oldest rivalries. It's the return of the Biggs Brothers annual Week 1 Classic. It's Harambe Olave Javante Deontay versus Beans Pride Parade. Oliver has owned his younger brother in this matchup historically. Beans is just 6-9 nice against Oliver all time. This is going to be an interesting matchup, and Week 1 is always so hard to predict, but ultimately, I've got Oliver winning because you know his guys are going to be buzzing after Harambe raises his first championship banner during pregame, and they're just going to be hungry to defend their title. So they're going to come out on top here in Week 1. And that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck this week. Let's have a great first week of football. Have a great night.